from Derry, Londonderry. We are now going to be on a bus coach. We're taking the X3 Goldliner from Derry down to Dublin Airport. We're leaving at 12 o'clock, scheduled to arrive at 15:45. And where do buses rate on your preferred method of transport?
Above ferries,
Right.
but below trains.
Right. So trains
Yeah.
are trains.
Trains are better than buses because you can get up and walk about.
Yes.
More spacious.
Yeah. Very
But
good.
then again, the seats might be comfier on the bus.
There's only one way to find out. So we're going to get into the bus station and we'll see you on board. There's a pleasant waiting area at Foyle Street Station, equipped with a ticket office, a cafe and a small shop. There's also vending machines available for tickets and other consumables. At the far end of the bus station you'll find the toilets, and I've got to say it's a very pleasant bus station. I think the hanging baskets and flower planters make all the difference, just add a little certain something. So here's our coach. It's a Volvo B11R, and that's our cue to get on board and for me to have some awkward social interaction with the bus driver, and also to offer a random apology to some complete strangers. There's another one. You got the both? No, where's it gone?
Doesn't matter. See the QR code. As long as
It's disappeared.
I know it happens sometimes. I'll type on the number just.
Thank
Get it
you.
in there. I'll just.
Cheers.
1, 2. There's back again.
Oh.
Don't worry about it.
Just like to complicate things.
Sir, shuffle.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
Probably they're I'll just blame them as well as you.
Sorry. So after that, let's have a little look at the seat. And first impressions are that it's good, it's comfy, plenty of padding. So that's all fine. It's pretty clean around the area. You've got USB charging as well, and a footrest, which I don't tend to use, but it's nice to know they're there. I've got to say, the legroom is very, very tight. A few minutes after our scheduled departure of 12 noon, we're reversing away from the stance and will soon be out onto the road. The route today will see us leave Derry, Londonderry and travel along the A5 through Strabane and Omagh. Then we'll cross the border into the Republic of Ireland and travel on the reclassified N2 down to Ardee, and from there we'll make our final run to Dublin Airport along the M1, a journey of 146 miles in total. Cross the River Foyle using the double-decker Craigavon Bridge. The bridge is named after the first Prime Minister of Northern Ireland, Lord Craigavon. Work began on the bridge in the late 1920s and it was opened in 1933. The lower deck was initially used to transport freight wagons from one side of the river to the other, using the Irish gauge 5 foot 3 inches and the narrow gauge at 3 feet. This practice stopped in the 1960s and the lower deck was opened for car usage in 1968. And just a short distance from the Craigavon Bridge we make our first stop at the North West Transport Hub. The X3 service operates 3 times a day, and it's worth noting that stops from the North West Transport Hub down to Monaghan call to pick up passengers only. The stops at Ardee and Dublin Airport are to set down passengers only. It's good to see as well at Strabane Bus Station that just a wee bit of care is being taken with some more hanging baskets. I know it probably seems like such an insignificant thing, but to me, just little touches like that make such a difference to a bus or a railway station. Without wanting to offend any of my Strabane-based viewers, do a YouTube search for Man from Strabane.
Next stop, Newton Stewart Bypass.
As we leave Sion Mills, well, the scenery is looking pretty good, the weather is stunning, and I think what we need is maybe, I don't know, an old railway track bed. And look, there's an old railway bridge, part of the Londonderry and Enniskillen Railway, crossing the River Mourne. I thought the bus station in Omagh was as good a place as any to ask if you might consider subscribing to the channel. Hello to all the new subscribers, welcome, it's good to have you along, and hello to all the long-term subscribers, thank you for sticking with the channel. If you don't fancy subscribing, well, why not hit the like button or leave a comment. I do read all your comments and it all helps me to keep the channel growing. There is lots of content planned, so thanks so much for watching this one and sticking with it. And from Auchnacloy we cross the River Blackwater, and that takes us from Northern Ireland into the Republic of Ireland. And you'll note just across the border we get the reminder that speed limits are now in kilometres per hour rather than miles per hour. Our first stop across the border is at another very well-kept bus station, this time at Monaghan. The bus service stops here for about 10 to 15 minutes, so that gives us a nice chance just to get out and stretch our legs. So we've got a wee 10-minute stop in Monaghan here, and that's quite nice just to stretch the legs for a little bit and get the back moving, because that seat is tight. I mean, once you're in, you're in, but there's not a lot of room. I mean, I know I'm not the smallest either, but even so, I think there's a few that are struggling. But anyway, we've got 10 minutes here, so it's nice just to have a wee stop and get some fresh air, and then we'll be on our way to Dublin Airport. Reboarding the coach, I spotted this sign for the Jam Card, which is a tool for people with invisible disabilities to overcome communication barriers. So if a little bit more time or help is needed to reduce stress in social situations, such as using public transport, you show your Just a Minute or your Jam Card. I think that's a great idea. I haven't seen this in Scotland. Is it used where you live? If it is, please let me know in the comments. How's the seat going?
It's all right. We've decided to have one on either side. I think if we were both together, it would be quite cramped. I think it'd be a bit like that. But because I'm sitting on a seat, a two-seat to myself, it's actually all right.
Yeah.
It's not much legroom, although this one's got more legroom than that one does. Oh, I might move.
There's no legroom.
Sorry?
Mine's got none at all.
What's I'm saying this does?
Oh well.
I'll try.
Comfy though?
Yeah, I found it all right.
Good.
I was going to say it's not doing too badly at all. What's that?
Much more legroom. And I've also broken Mrs. Tim's Travels chargers by sitting up. It was just a 10-minute stop at Monaghan, which I've got to say was very welcome. You'll be thrilled to know that the overhead reading light worked, which made me tremendously happy. Wi-Fi was offered. I couldn't get it to connect at all, but I wasn't too bothered by that because I was quite happy just looking out the window because the scenery was so good. Monaghan, I thought, was another lovely bus station, and I've got to say this artwork on the front is absolutely glorious. And I'd suggest that this furniture store building looks suspiciously like an old railway shed. If that's the case, please let me know in the comments. If you know anything more about Monaghan Bus Station, I'd love to hear it. So it's confession time. After Monaghan, I fell asleep. I was absolutely shattered and couldn't keep my eyes open. So I'm afraid there's no shots of what would have been undoubtedly the highlight of the journey, the Ardee bypass bus station. So apologies for that. When I woke up, we were pretty much at the airport. I'm glad I did wake up. So what can we say about the journey? Well, you can get our comments at the end. One thing I can say is how much it cost. So it came in at £16 for a one-way ticket. That was on a Goldliner low adult single fare, which I think for a journey of 3 hours 45 minutes is pretty good value for money. But you can get my thoughts and the thoughts of Mrs. Tim's Travels in just a minute. Thanks very much. Cheers, see you now.
Okay.
So here we are at Dublin Airport Terminal 2, and the coach arrived just 10 minutes late, which I think isn't bad going.
Not bad on a Friday afternoon.
Yeah, it
4
was
o'clock.
a bit kind of gridlock coming into the airport, but yeah, so that was good. And overall thoughts on ULSTERBUS?
Very good. I found it very comfortable. The driver was lovely. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. It passed quickly. It's been 4 hours.
So I would agree the driver was very friendly. I found it very uncomfortable and I thought it dragged on a bit. So
because I was watching a movie, so that's probably why it passed quicker.
Plus I also had a little sleep and I still found it hard going. Anyway, glad I've done it and I think it's good value for money.
Very.
So what do you think of ULSTERBUS Translink? Let us know in the comments. As ever, thank you for watching, and we will see you on the next one, which will probably, I suspect, involve an aircraft.
Hopefully. All being well.
If the GoPro batteries survive. We shall see. Anyway, thanks for watching.